like aggression. Maybe Ambition's the person they can pick.
Well, it's going to be a Let's Bounce coming through, followed up straight in with that grand entrance from Mata. Wild Growth comes down onto Ambition as he leaps away, keeping himself alive, but now Ruler and Core JJ are going to be in a spot of bother. Fate's Call comes through, they get the pop-up in, on to Score, looking to take him down with everybody coming through. They will be able to do so. Ruler finds the first blood in the bottom lane. In the meantime, Crown just going to go ahead and start pushing down this mid turret.
Of the mid lane, Cannon's pushed in top lane, so just like the previous game, looking for Score to make the big plays. He's the person empowered to play Battle Ward when all the lanes are in comfortable spots.
And now pushing up into the bottom side. We'll get the double knock up there. Mata's got quite a few Ren stacks, and that's just going to be it. Mata, what are you doing? Absolute madman, just not thinking about it. The spears come out, and Core JJ with one final auto will take him down.
They face-checked the ward when they went off of it. They've stayed on it, but Samsung knew they had pulled away. This is the arm wrestle here between KT and Samsung. If Samsung ever give it up, the game is likely to snowball out of control, and we might even see a fight.
That's going to go ahead and separate them here. Crown over the side, and Ambition, he's just going to get himself out of there with the leap. Now
excellent
pin back, double knockback, knocking Ambition in there. He gets the Let's Bounce, delivering two of them. They will pick up one as Cube gets the feast down onto Def. 2 kills here for Samsung, now pushing through, looking for a little bit more. Ruptured down in on to Pawn, and he will fall, and suddenly Samsung are starting to turn things around.
Yeah, KT pushed in too aggressively. They
are looking for this one as Crown tries to play
You need to go quickly against all this Baron secure.
Got the orbs ready to go. Trying to get them out of here. Weaver's Wall, of course, not available here from Pawn. Now the Baron going rather low, will be rented out. Smeb arriving off the backside of that stand Unite as the fight will break out here. Up in the front line, gonna get popped up. Goes low, seismic shove, bringing it back in. Ambition here, massive grab, just pulling them all in. Pawn going low as the feast comes through, and he's gonna be the first one that falls his crown. Claims the kill, Ambition flashing forward. Stretching strike, pulling them all in. Mata going low, tries to get his way out, has those Ren stacks, and just has to exit alongside Def as the rest of KT scrambles. Smeb will go low, and one more hit might just take him down. But Cube, he's been rejoining the fight, comes back in with the TP, won't be able to find the Rupture, but now Samsung have the Baron, they have the pressure, and they're going to be looking to finish the game.
Only a single kill onto KT. The kidnap was onto Pawn. It wasn't Def. They get Def. The game probably ends.
Slam connection that he wanted.
Still flashes up on KT. The re-engage is on Achilles. This could change in a moment.
Goes in, he gets a pop-up in on the Pawn, but will not have the last bounce. Now they're going back forward. The body slam coming through.
Solo.
He's going to get popped, but that's going to be a double kill going over to Crown, ripping them apart. Depth still alive, but he's going to fall right at the last second, and now Smeb will go down all on his lonesome. Just the one kill from KT over onto Samsung. That is going to be the ace complete, and that is going to be the game.
With the respawns, though, Smeb goes topside. They're going to have their wits around them, otherwise it'll be a free Infernal for Samsung.
He does have a TP ward placed inside the jungle if he wants to use it. Dragon's going to go ahead and get picked up by Samsung, and now the TP comes in, so a bit late. Ruler's going to spot this one out, and Samsung
Ruler's got nowhere to go.
Score's going to go ahead and push in. Ruler, as you say, going to get jumped on. Ace in the hole coming down. The Featherstorm will go ahead and help him avoid that damage. Flag and Drag not going to find him, but he's locked into the Cataclysm. He's going to get jumped on. Headbutt Pulverized comes down, and he gets annihilated. Now Cube shoved back with a seismic shove. Will get picked off. 2 kills going through, both of them over to Smeb. All for the Infernal Drake, but KT Rolster, I think they're pretty satisfied.
Yeah, teleport wards weren't able to be used in the early game. This time, perfect spot. You saw Ruler accepting.
Oh, Shockwave comes in, and oh my god, Def just gets absolutely annihilated. Ambition sees that as the go button. He jumps in, but
if they want to avoid the Baron. They just want to go for the third and final inhibitor turret.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall thrown down just to cut them off. No way to defend this one. So, turret going to go down. Inhibitor likely to follow shortly thereafter. Ruler taking quite a bit of damage. Ace in the hole comes out. Cube has the body block, but now Score going forward. Gets the Glacial Prison down in on the ground, who flashes away to keep himself alive into the back of the fight. Still has the Shockwave. Is looking for the opportunity. Throws out the ball. Still hasn't found a moment for it. Smeb will get his GA pop. Samsung going to try to turn this one around. Crown finally throws it down. Finds Pawn. They get the Blade Caller in on the Score, and he has to retreat. So far, nobody going down. Core JJ able to limp his way back over to the fountain to keep himself alive, but the inhibitor will still fall. So
see the Score is bot side. I don't know if he was spotted. Don't believe he was spotted on any vision. Has the explosive cask up.
Mission is near, but Ruler is quite far forward.
Need to go for Ruler here.
Doesn't have the flash available. He's going to get jumped on, and he's going to get popped back. As that monsoon does come down. Ruler still alive somehow in the fight now. Ambition arriving, will find the first kill of this one. In on to Def. 2 now over to Samsung and looking for Score as well. The Ren comes down, double kill going over to the Callista. Pawn arriving just a bit too late to try to be impactful, but now Crown is hot on his heels.
Doesn't have flash, remember.
So for the chase down.
Oh, I got
the
him.
seismic shove. Can they follow up with the kill? The answer is going to be yes. He just tries to turn around, get rid of Crown, but it's not going to be happening. That's going to be another one. 4-0 on the board. Now an Infernal Drake. Squishy Cow. Got that ultimate up. All has been used by Def, trying to get the poke out. Ambition over the wall, trying to get the leap in. Not going to get the pop up onto the Caitlyn as they try to dive into the back, where JJ goes through with the quickness. Gets charmed down, but overall there's not going to be a whole lot of follow-up, and this seems like a pretty familiar situation. Smeb in the bottom lane, 3 here in the mid.
Can you believe it's been long enough for the inhibitor to respawn since the last time Smeb took a inhibitor while we were watching action in mid lane, but it's been rinse repeat. It's like we've been watching this game on repeat. Samsung want that fight. They want to get a single kill. Unable to do it so far. Weavers will use. Ruler's exposed.
Yeah, he has to go up with a Featherstorm, trying to keep himself alive. Still goes low. Gets the regen coming through, and Smeb will not get the knock-up. Now Nature's Grasp rolling through, but Ruler and Crown need to be delivering the damage to try to turn this fight around. The Shockwave still has not been used. Cube still in the fight, somehow has not died, despite just sitting in front for so very long. Cataclysm into the ace in the hole. The Shockwave gets thrown down. They find a kill in onto Smeb. The first one to fall, and the rest of Samsung still make it out with their lives.
Just a couple of spells used.
All right, poor JJ just gonna go ahead, get some shielding, keep himself safe.
It's probably the first time for 35 minutes the minion waves haven't been just owning Samsung Galaxy, but they're coming from multiple angles.
Mitchell Fisher not gonna find the lockdown.
The time?
Crown has the Banshee's Veil. It's gonna be an all-out brawl. Smeb goes in rather deep, but he is just gonna get popped. Poor JJ finds the fight. Double delivery coming through, and that might just be it. Ruler finds the kill. Mana's gonna go down. 3 members dead. Samsung pushing in, now looking for Pawn. Not gonna get the knock up, but he is still all on his lonesome in the mid lane. Score tries to poke in from the sidelines, but they have him. Ruler finds the kill. 13-13. Samsung are gonna knock down the turret here in the mid lane. A Score tries to proxy the way, but they're still going to go for the win. Cuvée, he is beefy, he is tanky. They might be able to do it right here, Papa Smithy.
Captain Jack be damned, this might be the greatest base defense in the history of League of Legends. How did they do it for this long? They can brute forward through. There's no death timers available here. KT is too long. I think Samsung's gonna do it.
They've actually done it. They're gonna knock down the turrets. Samsung Galaxy will beat KT Roaster. A 3-0 victory. A Score does his damnedest to stop it, but there's just no avail. He will fail. The Nexus will crumble, and Samsung Galaxy are going to Worlds alongside SK Telecom and Longshoot Gaming.